Global heart activation, rise and shine. Empower our souls, let our spirits align. Oh, oh. In love, health, and joy, we're connected as one. A journey together, a path has begun. Intuitive souls, feeling so clear. With wisdom and power, our purpose is near. Intention set, we trust and receive miracles and abundance, we fully believe. With coaches, healer, and visionaries lighting your way. Register now for Tiffany's Global Heart Activation.
Yay! Global Heart Activation is back in the house. I'm the host, Tiffany Cano, and I'm the CEO of Highly Perceptive People Academy. I'm a blind spot healer, and I have several coaches, healers, change makers in this event. And so today I'm giving you one of those sneak peeks of another handful of our speakers that are going to be there and engaging with you this Thursday and Friday, February 2019 and 20. And if you haven't yet registered, do so now at globalheartactivation.com or use that affiliate link that each of them put in the description. So with that in mind, let's bring our speakers into the space. So we have a global heart activation event, and our speakers are also global. So it's not just little old me in sunny Southern California, but we have global speakers. So please just go around the room and I'll call upon you to say your name, where you're from, and then tell us what is your why behind the work that you're doing. Like, what is that driving force? So Jason, please come first and tell us about you.
Jason Antelek. I am beaming in from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I have the distinct pleasure to work with Tiffany on Thursday and Friday for the Global Heart Activation Summit because I get to be the games master and give away all kinds of cool prizes and interact with everybody for a couple of days. I also get to speak. So I just want to toss out a little bit of fun ahead for us. Also that my why, really the first thing that comes today to me that when I think of that is I remember a time when I was asking a lot of questions, a big pile of questions, and I needed some answers. And that's really what started driving me down the path that I'm on. I think lots of us have reasons that we end up in that same or similar space. But for me, it was extreme. It was a lot of questions and things I hadn't asked myself before. And looking for answers meant I had to look outside of where I was. That's why I do it now.
And Jason's going to be our games master. So he's giving away prizes in between speakers.
I get to spin the wheel and give away give prizes away all day. I get to give away other people's stuff all day. It's very cool. And we get to break up the energy and play some music, have some fun. It's not just spinning the wheel between everything. We actually have conversations, and it's an interactive time. So it's that's why I agree to do the games master stuff with Tiffany. My spiritual sis and I can get a lot of giggles going. So we have a good couple of days ahead of us.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Christine.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are coming from the world. I am Christine Campbell-Rappin. I am a real global nomad. I've lived in 5 countries, 30 cities, some more than once, currently just outside of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And my big why, I truthfully never set out to do what I do now, which is run a global consultancy, helping people, business owners specifically, find their next client, was because I kept getting invited for coffee and glasses of wine, depending on how you know me, and saying, how do you actually find clients? And I watched so many amazing people struggle to create the impact through their business that they wanted. And I watched them get bamboozled of lots of money. And I watched them struggle to take their knowledge and connect the dots. And so I kept being asked, how do you do this? And now that I can see it, can you help me? And that brings me to where I am today, which is I want you to make big impact. I want you to find your people, and I want you to be well paid and have a prosperous life in abundance. There's no joy in running out of runway. And so I help people take flight.
Nice. Maria, and then Stephanie.
Hello, I am Maria Mantidakis. I'm actually from Athens, Greece, but right this moment I happen to be in the US, in New Jersey, where I have been since I was a teenager, actually. So, my why, I think it's time to change the world. And how do we change the world? By figuring out how perfect we are and loving ourselves and loving each other. My business, Recreate Success Now, I help people to live an intentional life, and I help people release their trauma. So I help people release traumatic experiences. And what a privilege to be on the Global Heart Activation Summit. Thank you so, so much, Tiffany. True pleasure.
Thank you. Stephanie, then Peter.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie McAuliffe. I am founder of the Way of the Diamond Warrior. And my why is I see so many people do so much personal transformation work and don't understand why they remain stuck. And we remain stuck in our stories because of the energy that continues to be internalized within us. I specialize and have a soft spot for people who grew up around functional alcoholism and may have also experienced abuse. And so many of our experiences are silenced as if we're swallowing our stories. And so I help people really transcend the energy of the energy that they've internalized so that they can actually thrive in their life. And I'm thrilled to be here through Thursday and Friday for the summit. Thank you.
Peter.
Peter Weinberg, hello and bonjour from Montreal. As an accountant and a business and finance expert, I was always looking to find my why. 15 years ago, my uncle, my father's brother, collapsed at the Houston airport of a heart attack and a stroke. And then 6 years later, my first cousin collapsed of an aortic dissection. And I'm the only surviving member of my family that is alive, that has my freedom. And so my passion and my why is to help people not just to have their freedom, is to have their lifelong freedom.
Thank you. All righty. So, with our incredible speakers, now I would love to hear about who you help and how you help them. So, let's go ahead and bring Maria up first.
So I help people through multiple media, through multiple releasing techniques. First, releasing trauma that they have encountered in their lives, and also referencing how life can become exactly as you want it to be. Many of us talk about the law of attraction. I reference 12 different universal laws that actually affect what we experience in our lives. And again, the first thing we have to do is get into the energy of everything, all the good things that we want to bring into our lives. So I use multiple tools in order to get there. And then, of course, the next step is healing, loving ourselves, learning how to fully love ourselves and see the perfection of us.
Beautiful. Stephanie, then Peter.
So I primarily work with people who, like I was many years ago, executives. I have a 27-year career on Wall Street. And as we rise, it becomes a smaller and smaller audience and people that we can really share our struggles with. So I work with people through an alchemy of the practical and the metaphysical. We do energy healing, but we also transcend the story to look at what's the spider web, what are the connections, where are some of these things coming from? Because many times we've taken on energy that isn't even ours. And so we're doing multidimensional healing. We're looking at all aspects of who we are and our stories. And it's pretty amazing when we can actually transcend the story that we've told ourselves for many, many years that doesn't serve us anymore.
Thank you. Peter, then Christine.
Are you a busy professional or business owner who has spent decades on earning money and now have awakened to the importance of their health, more specifically your heart health, and you are ready to make it a priority, and you're also ready to make some lifestyle changes? Thank you.
Thanks. Christine.
So I help the service-based business owners who are stressing at 3 o'clock in the morning, wondering, where the heck is my next client coming from? And that deal that I thought was so sure was going to land has ghosted me. I help them get off that and build a really beautifully boring, stable, successful business. I help business owners, first off, learn how the game of business is played. I help them figure out what to say, what to offer, how to position them as the must hire, so that when they meet their ideal dream client, they have the courage, confidence to change somebody's lives, because the change only happens after the client says, yes, I'm willing to invest and make that a reality. I help people play the game of business and win.
When you said a successful, boring business, I gotta say, like, part of me was excited and part of me was like, boring. But I totally know what you mean. But I think that might be one of my things that I personally need to purge. Like,
well, and by boring, I mean this. It feels like oxygen and you can breathe.
Stable. Yeah. Like,
oh, no,
easy.
that.
I love that. Thank you, Christine.
Oh, it must be my turn.
It
Yay. Stephanie and Marla are speaking my language, because that's that paying attention to energy. I really having to do things in a different way. As I said, with the why, with all those questions stacked up, like a lot of us face, we start answering those things and we end up on a journey internally, and we get through a lot of the stuff we're talking about, right? These traumas and these other things that happens along the way. And while that is part of what I do in the Akashic record aspect, a big part of it in the practical sense for me is about the results and what we do next. What do we do once we have figured out what the dream is? What are the next steps? How do we fill those gaps? And that's also what Christine is talking about, facilitating others and helping connect those stop gaps. I have the opportunity to be able to do that in not just a personal and a group environment, but also through media exposure as well. So there's just a lot of opportunity when we solve those puzzles and then we apply what we've learned. Our traumas and the things we get through point us in the right direction. We're all healing. We're all helping others to start with what we healed from, right? And then it expands from there. Right? That's why our experience matters. That's why what we've been through matters so much. And we show up in our authenticity and our real experience. We can help the other people that are in that same place. That's why there's enough for everyone, because everybody's got a varied experience, right? So everybody here is helping other people in a powerful way. It's a great group you've brought together, Tiffany. Thank you.
Yay! I love us. So for me, I've been seeing clairvoyantly and healing since I was a small kid. I started getting paid for it when I was 8 years young, $1 for 10 minutes. And I have joyfully been teaching transformation workshops for almost 3 decades. I host Soul of an Empath podcast, The Knowing You Show. I'm going to be in 3 upcoming transformation movie documentaries this year that they're coming out. And I help the empathic, spiritual, intuitive souls who are looking to up level personally and professionally. So they come because they need more money, more love, more greater health and vitality, or a stronger spiritual connection. And then I see what is blocking them, typically in their subconscious mind. And then I have many, many healing tools that I can pull out and use as needed for that particular person on that particular day. So we get to help you shift out of that survival mode into thriving and loving to the true version of yourself. And, being able to host events like this is really, really fun for me. I enjoy it. And, when I thought of the words global heart activation, like it came to me more after a meditation. And so, as part of the theme of that, I want to weave in some wishes and blessings for our planet, for humanity. So I actually would love to hear from each of the speakers. Like if you could, have your magic wand or staff or wish, what would you wish for humanity and why? I would just wish that everyone could feel the divine, palpable presence of God within them and around them, and let that guide their life. Being able to sense that intuition and live that empowered, divinely guided life. Who has a wish? Go ahead and just unmute. I'm not going to call upon you in an order for this one. Go ahead, Christine, and then Maria, and then Jason.
I want people to feel vibrant, to actually feel electric, and that you can breathe, and that this journey, you get to play it the way you are guided to. And there is no should, there is no you have to, there is that I get to, and I write my own permission slip every day by choosing to feel vibrant.
Thank you.
My wish is for people to feel the joy that they were brought here to feel. I really believe that we are here to experience joy. And how do we block it? We block it by forgetting that we are all connected. When one person hurts, we all hurt. So that's the reason I wish everyone would love themselves, and only that way we could learn how to love each other. And that would absolutely bring about a peaceful world, an abundant world, and a world of people filled with joy and happiness.
Thank you.
Evolving a species is hard. I wish more people would choose to learn from others and step into a greater spatial awareness instead of choosing to learn it the hard way. Because those of us who have learned some of this stuff the hard way will happily show you another possibility. I mean, please just pick a coach, man. Pick a coach. Like, for a week, your life will get better. So I spatial awareness. That if I was gonna wish it, that's probably this week. That's what I'd say. That's what I did say. Yeah.
Next.
Sure, I'll be happy to go. So 8 years ago, I discovered I was born with heart disease. And I really didn't know much about my heart. I was actually living my life from my mind. And so if I had a magic wand, I'd have everybody activating or awakening their heart. Living your life from your heart literally changes everything. Your heart's health is really the most beautiful life that you could have. Discover a life of spiritual heart health, emotional heart health, physical heart health, and even mental heart health. It's the best life. It's the greatest life.
Beautiful.
And I will round us out. Peter, thank you for the beautiful segue. My wish for all of humanity is to be at peace within our heart, to truly trust ourself and our intuition, and to know that we have all of the answers within. It doesn't mean, to Jason's point, that we don't go work with a coach, but it's people to guide us rather than looking for the answers outside of us, to truly trust our heart and to be at peace with exactly where we are, even when we're in the middle of an ish storm. Peace.
As we grow and evolve, being able to be that calm in the center of the storm or whatever is happening around us and our family, in the world, in the business, etc. Like being able to have that peace is incredible. I think we got all the wishes for today. So now what I'd like to invite you to do is join me, and this is for the audience as well. I would love for you to join me in doing a prayer and some blessings for humanity. So the way I'd like to do it is imagine a small earth in front of you, like a small ball, and raise your hands and allow this love and blessings to pour out your hands to the earth. Thank you, God. Actually, I want this music. Thank you, God, Divine Mother, Divine Father, all the great, great ones. Thank you for blessing every person, every being on this planet with tremendous peace, love, health, joy, prosperity and abundance, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Thank you for showering with your divine light, divine love, divine power. Awaken all of humanity spiritually. Awaken our hearts, our minds, our souls, remembering our spiritual oneness with you. Clean us off, Lord. Dust us off of any funk that we've collected over this incarnation and get us bright, shiny, and clean and able to be the best instruments that we can be to serve, to love, to help, to heal, to inspire others to also be the best versions of themselves. Thank you, God, for just this opportunity to love. Amen. So that's the love and the joy and the blessings that we're going to be bringing to this event on Thursday. And everyone has a theme, a topic that they're going to be sharing with you. So let's hear a bit more about that. Stephanie, I'll have you go first. Tell us about your topic.
I am talking about the conundrum of boundaries and why most boundaries don't work. We were raised with rules, and most of what we create is in reaction to a situation which actually energetically keeps us connected to the exact thing that we don't want. So we're going to dive in and we're going to play. And there will also be a visualization activation for people to connect with the thing that is most in their way. Because awareness is the key for us to be able to move forward and make a different choice for what actually serves us versus what holds us back.
Thank you. Christine.
I am going to invite you to shift from fractured to focus and really understand how business growth is elegantly simple. And when we choose to not buy into the complexity, everything becomes possible and a repeatable success story awaits.
Awesome. Thank you. Maria?
We're going to be looking at how to handle if we have hit bottom, if we are stuck in life, or if we don't know how to move forward. There are several tools that we're going to use as far as taking away something that's even bothering us right now and how to release it and even drop it. So it will be a fun discussion with Tiffany on how to handle all of what I call tsunamis in our life and how to move forward into living the life that we're meant to be, living our purpose, and achieving everything wonderful that we want to live, to experience in this life. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. You're muted. You muted, then unmuted, then muted.
That's fun. We've all got superpowers. Mine's clearly not running technology today.
It's all good.
Traumas and the junk that we have been through actually show us what those things are. This is an opportunity to see what they are for yourselves. We can identify hidden strengths that you've probably overlooked or miscategorized and direct them back towards your superpowers. We can talk about some of those weaknesses that aren't really weaknesses. They're actually strengths in disguise, because when you stack those up, they turn into a bigger platform. When you take 2 or 3 of your abilities and then you step up on top of them, you're standing on top of a better perspective, because we're doing it from our own point of view. So not only finding who we are, but what to do with it, breaking through the limiting beliefs and the hesitation. Those are 2 different things. Limiting beliefs, counter intentions. Yeah, we're going to handle those. But now what do we do with this newfound power that we have? Let's do it with confidence and proven strategies. So if we're stacking up our own abilities, which is what I'm going to help people recognize and demonstrate live, it actually becomes very obvious what to do next. It's an opportunity for folks to experience that in a demonstrative environment so that they can gather some of the pieces for themselves as well.
Thank you.
Oh, and my gift is
Wait, we haven't done get. No, that's next round.
Oh, okay. I have my gift ready. Yay. I get to give away gifts all day. So I just feel like it's time right now, right? As a game master, I'm ready to give stuff away. That's how I'm feeling. So I'll try to behave, and I'm going to mute myself now.
The gift of love and laughter in the meantime.
I say we put him back on. He's so entertaining.
Why do you think I have him as the games master? All right, Peter, tell us about your topic.
The world has suffered a pandemic, the worst pandemic in the last 100 years. And there were so many people that were sick and dying from what they call the underlying cause, but they never really talked about that. The underlying cause is the new pandemic is called the epidemic of metabolic unwellness and heart disease. And so this is actually a 2022 study reported that 93% of Americans are metabolically unwell. 93 out of 100 people are metabolically unwell. So I want to bring attention to this urgent healthcare crisis. And I also want to show the path to lifelong freedom.
Thank you. Okay. Stephanie.
Yes, ma'am.
Topics?
Oh, we did this.
We already did topics for everybody. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Tell us about your free gifts.
Okay, so the free gift for everybody is a copy of my second book, The Impact of Silence, which talks about the science and psychology of how we become silenced and how we step into and reclaim our voice and step into the sovereignty of who we really are. For the VIP folks, I have a self-paced 5-module Protect Your Energy course, because many of us were not taught how to protect our energy, how to clear our energy, how to not take on the energy from the people in the rooms we go into. So when we know how to protect and clear ourselves and our space, we get to walk around a lot more within our own power and not be influenced by the world outside of us. So that is a gift for the VIP folks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
For me, I have so many gifts that I'm giving away throughout, like, I think over $12,000 worth of gifts.
Yeah,
Just
I'm giving
sprinkles.
those away.
But they're my gifts.
I'm giving them away. Let's be real. I'm present. I am the games master. I mean, yeah, $1,000 worth of value. You guys, I gave away so many cool sessions for folks, all different kinds of them too. Right, for Tiffany last time, there people were lining up. They're like, Jason, is there going to be any more of those? That was one of the hottest tickets in the last summit. Was some of those. So you guys, they're the giveaways that you're going to have are really worth your time and effort. You got to go to the globalheartactivation.com right now and get your spot secured.
Thank you. And tell us about your gift.
Oh, about the first gift is that I always love, and I think everybody finds a way to do this along the way, is our gift of time, right? So if you already know you want to talk to me, you can go to Call Jason today and book 20 minutes on my calendar right now. That's easy. The giveaway that I have for everybody that attends is I have a great course, Akashic and Beyond, that is all about the Akashic records and clearing up some of the misconceptions maybe, and taking some of the conceptions that are there a little farther. Also some really cool techniques that are part of my bonus section. So membership into my community and to that course for free. And then back to, that gift of time for a VIP, I'll be doing 30-minute Akashic record readings so we can talk about superpowers in a one-on-one environment and really get into how some of those things are showing up and what to do with them.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm going to light your engine.
Ooh.
I have a bundle for everybody that's going to join. It's called your Ignite Your Client Growth Bundle. And I'm going to show you 2 things. Number 1, how you get to pick your lane so that marketing doesn't feel heavy, put upon you, and where you're building somebody else's dream. I'm going to invite you to choose your own adventure and find your path that you can get behind to create big ripples of change. Then I'm going to help you be accountable to knowing what to do every single day so that you can take off the guesswork, the throwing spaghetti at the wall, and trying everything and buying into the complexity that the world is selling you, which isn't required, isn't effective, and isn't going to be the way you find your next client. And the VIPs get me in their business. I'm going to gift you my time, my 30 years of expertise, and say, how do we find your next client in the next 90 days? I'm going to help you know how to do that. So you definitely want VIP, my friends. It's go time. It's time to ignite that client growth engine and step into simplicity. Yeah, right? Step into simplicity. It's go time. Now is the time. Let's do it.
Love it. Maria.
So my gifts for everyone is a booklet called 5 Ways to Self-Love, 5 ways to take inventory of all your talents and all the things you've done in your life so that you may realize how perfect you are and how wonderful you are and how great you are. So that's the gift to everyone. And for VIP, you get a PDF version of my book that's called Tsunami to Greatness. And through that book, you get to realize that every struggle, every life tsunami that you hit is actually a promotion to your next level of greatness. So imagine if you're able to welcome your struggles because you see them as a lesson and a promotion to your next level. So make sure that you get VIP, like everyone else is saying, to get both of these gifts. Thank you.
Peter.
Well, in order to appreciate the incredible value of my gifts, a quick backstory: I graduated as an accountant, but was confused about everything in life: health, wealth, relationships, communication, goal setting, you name it. And so I am really, my passion is to help people to go from confusion to clarity, certainty, confidence, and competence about yourself and your life's journey. 8 years ago, when I discovered I was born with heart disease as a 57-year-old non-smoking, non-drinking, multi-sport athlete, it came as a complete shock to me, and I couldn't function for 6 months. And so I was looking for a book that can help people to introduce to the most important part of your physical body, which is your heart. I couldn't find a book, so I ended up creating my own book. And just learning about, heart disease, learning about your heart will significantly reduce your risk of heart disease and bring this peace and calmness into your life. And for the VIPs, I'm offering a 60-minute personal and private consultation to help you to activate your heart. So what are you confused about? What do you need? Clarity, certainty, confidence, and competence about your life and your life's journey. Thank you.
Thanks. So throughout those few days, we have fun, we have gifts. Many of the coaches and healers are doing something interactive. They're engaging. I certainly am. I plan on bringing up volunteers that want to have laser coaching and healing, and I'm going to do a group healing. And so, you can just make your requests of what you want help with, and voila, the magic wand of, the divine blessings pour through. So it's going to be an incredible experience for you. So come one, come all, register now, globalheartactivation.com, or use the affiliate link that is in the description. And we would love to have you. So let's just do one more round and you can unmute when you're ready. So here's the question. Bonus round, all right? If love was a superpower, how would you use it to transform the world? Who's ready? Go ahead and unmute.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I would love for you to know that you get to go after what you want. So easy to build and love other people. Start loving yourself by saying, I'm going to do what my purpose is, because that's the greatest love of all. The one I look at when I look in the mirror and say, I'm worthy of the dream I have. Step into it. Love yourself enough to go after what you want.
Thank you. It's beautiful. Maria.
if love was my superpower, I would be doing it more. I'm trying to do it in this life, but it's so difficult sometimes. I would do it more. I would give love to as many people as possible to make them realize that love is something that, however much you want to give, you're always receiving more, right? So just give, 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 receive, receive, receive. And again, live the life that you're intending to live. And that involves loving yourself and loving others.
Wonderful. I think for me, I would want to heal and transmute those voids of anyone who doesn't feel deeply loved, like whatever core wounds of I'm unloved, unlovable, and transmute that so that it's such a profound experience of feeling and being loved that they just know it in their bones. That'd be how I'd use that as a superpower. Who else?
I'll go. Love is the truth of who we are. Love is what created us. Love is part of the dream for our life. And when we step into the truth of who we are, when we remember this dream that we dreamed for ourselves, we shed the things that don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And we come back to our hearts. And we can be at peace, even in the middle of all the craziness. So it is remembering the truth of who we are and this dream that we dreamed for our life.
Thank you.
Is it okay for me?
Sure.
Sure. So one of the greatest things that I learned as a life coach was that life is a journey. Life's greatest journey is from the head to the heart. It's all about discovering love for other people, but where life really begins, how to love yourself. And when you can actually discover how to really, truly love yourself, that's when your life really begins. That's when you really get to enjoy the beauty, the benefits, and the health and the connection. And it is a game changer for you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Peter is all heart. All about the heart. He knows all about the love, man. That's a guy that can answer that question. I love it. I feel like if everyone led with love, this planet would be better by dinner time. So if love was my superpower, I'd probably go crop dust love. We're going to need a bigger plane. Just disperse it in all of the possible places I could get to. I think a lot of us hit on those people that are underserved in that place of love. For the deepest wish for me would be similar to you, Tiffany, for the people that feel like they're void of that, to have that flame somewhere, to have some version of that is faith or something. Maybe it doesn't look like love right now, but as many of us have shared, it really is the ultimate energy. And as soon as we feel like we have any kind of connection to that, so anybody void of it, right, if they can look and find something that leads to that in some version, right, that gets them back on the path. So I would say anybody in the void to just find that flame.
My heart's a flame, my soul's a fire. Those are some of the lyrics in one of the songs at Self-Realization Fellowship. And I love that so much.
Yeah, I'm hearing Johnny Cash right now. So
So together, collectively, let's allow our hearts to be a flame, our soul to be a fire, and go out in the world and be of service. Love, help, heal in our whatever is our special way of doing so. And if you want to come and play with us, come to globalheartactivation.com and register for free. Grab the VIP gift if you can't be there live and want the recordings. or simply because there's so many incredible VIP gifts. I mean, one speaker's VIP gift far exceeds the little $47 that you'd pay. So grab that as well, and we'll see you on Zoom. Oh, and come tomorrow to our mix and mingle that we have at 4:00 Pacific, 7 Eastern, and that's also on Zoom. And so you're going to get a chance to come and engage with the speakers, other participants, and be in this conscious community together. All right. Much love. See you live.
See you Thursday and Friday, everybody.